What's that you're doing? Surely you don't want to break in. You, such a good soul.
Was the night watchman rung already? Well, don't be out late.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Greetings, Master Guard.
go. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Kai just more.
A bit chilly. Kaj just more.
At the mill?
Yeah.
The place
You
by
look
the
to me a
top
lot
of the
like
spring.
the one Arnka was
Has the
talking
water
about.
sprite been up to his
The boy what
mischief
will
again?
want to talk
You could
to
say
you.
that.
Excuse
They
me.
found a dead body.
I'm looking for this friend of mine. A big, fair-haired young man. Likes strutting about and speaks like a noble.
Look, you know what? That sounds like the gacho we saw in the forest the other night. But he's scarp and sharpish and vanished in the darkness. I ain't seen him since. Sorry.
What's life like here in the camp?
Free. My friend, free. Your settled life, that is not for me. Being cooped up in one place all day would be the death of me. Nic nane prepuf aisus sa romanolilo.
How'd you get along with the local villagers?
Oilen Kaiser Baraminjahin.
I don't understand. Is that something bad?
They are always unhappy about something. But it is because they are afraid. They are afraid of everything they do not know and understand. Then when we turn up, strangers with a strange language and strange ways, they shit themselves. They are more afraid of us than foreign armies, I tell you. And why is that? Because they know what to expect from an army. But they do not know us and think the worst of us.
Why is your camp here?
Because we found a gold mine here, but we are so humble you would never know it.
I'm glad you've been so lucky. Would you invite me to a feast?
Nah, you might tell everyone. Then we would have to pay taxes.
You're right. Taxes are the worst thing since the plague.
Right. But if you do not have anything, you do not pay anything, and nobody will be any the wiser. Bokali Richni Nakalel. That is why we have to keep moving, so the high and mighty do not realize that they have not yet squeezed us dry. Aye, our kind are birds on the wing, not cooped up hens. I would rather be hungry and free than have a full belly and be chained like a dog.
How do you make your living when you're constantly on the road?
Everyone does the work he knows. Usually things to do with horses, trade and blacksmithing.
And what do you do?
Me? I make sure our luck does not run out.
Right. That must be tiring work then, eh?
Tell me about it. Playing dice requires wisdom.
Isn't luck more important?
Sova queres, Gajo. There is no luck involved. When you have wisdom and a free mind, you accept fate. Lady Luck only smiles on those who know how to accept fate.
What did you say? It almost sounded like a curse.
Ah, that was just a bit of wisdom.
You mean a proverb?
Najanav, maybe. We have wise sayings for everything, Gajo.
And perhaps a bit of magic, too, eh?
Kora Chacho. But they are not spells. We're very superstitious folks, that's all.
Nomads, you mean?
Ha! Romale. You'll not find a more superstitious people than us. Take care, friend.
Sarsal. Navishtes, penavishtes. Kaj Jasgoro, Balsostejal.
Are you in charge of the horses around here?
Aye, you got that right, Mora. Me and my stallion Dant have all the horses in the region under our thumb and hoof.
All the horses in the region? What does that entail?
You will see for yourself when you bring me one. I will take any horse, as long as it is alive. Where you get it from is none of my business. I will buy it for all the groschen I can scrounge together.
You found a nice source of income, I'll give you that.
And if you just happen to like the horse so much that you would like to keep it, perhaps because you still go everywhere on foot, I would be happy to teach it to listen to you like a proper Romani man listens to his voivod. For a bit of coin, that is. Of course you will have to pay me, not the horse. It will certainly be cheaper than buying one from those bastards at the stables.
All right. Where should I take the horse?
By the pennants I have here in the camp. Either I will be standing by them, or my horse Tooth will be looking at them hungrily.
I'll keep that in mind.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Hail Mary.
You look to me a lot like the one Aranka was talking about. The boy will want to talk to you.
Ha! It's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming true.
What? What Gajo?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Save how? What are you talking about? Slow down and tell me what happened.
How can I slow down, Gajo, when my Shea Marika is gone? My only daughter, gone. Her empty tent is all that is left of her. If Aranka's prophecy is true, you must help me.
How can I help you?
How do you think? You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest, maybe something could have...
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as voivode of this camp. One moment she is here, next moment gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranka has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly. I know nothing of such things, but everything Aranka says is true. Will you help me? Will you help an unfortunate voivode? I will reward you, do not worry.
I'll help you. I'm sure we'll find her.
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
But hold on. You have to tell me more about Marika. Where's her tent? Maybe I can find something in there that'll help with the search.
We look through everything here. The Ceratu. Nothing.
Still, I'd at least give it a try.
Mishto. But don't waste time. Marika, she sleep under a kind of oilcloth right next to Aranka's shop. She always liked the open air.
Voivod, I know it's hard to accept, but could your daughter have been...
No!
But
I said no!
I just mean...
I am voivode. And that means I'm wisest in all camp. I have letter of safe conduct from the king, guaranteeing safety and freedom for my camp. And when I know something, I know it. Tana?
Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut, and then on towards Apollonia.
You mean Bojana, the herbalist? She didn't advise you?
I do not know the Johani's name. But I know she does not like nomads. She says she don't know anything. And if she know, she will not tell us. Such disrespect. Pooh! Be bucked!
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please, find Marika and bring her back. Nitu tavel bacht, te sa stipen.
Oh, it is you, Chaches.
What are you talking about?
You are that chavo from my dream, Jalas Mangesuno. You came to me, the Terno Gajo, friend of the Roma with clear eyes, the one who has suffered much. A stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again, or divide us forever.
The Voivod already told me about the prophecy.
Then you know what needs to be done, Frau.
Do you have any idea where Marika might be?
Dear boy, the crystal ball is cloudy. The smoke from the herbs goes with the breeze. And the flight of the birds? No, that cannot be relied on.
Can you really divine things from bird flight?
As sure as my name is Aranka. But wait, there is one thing. Last night I dreamt of a city of rocks.
A city of rocks? What does that mean?
I can only say what I saw, nothing more.
How are you doing?
Laches gajo mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
I'd like to learn a greeting in your language.
There are all kinds, but if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want something a bit less ordinary, It is Kaijasmore, but that is only said by man to man, mind you. We women say, Sotaves mrichai.
Aha. And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Where did you come from?
Ay, Gajo. From God, of course.
I mean, where were you before?
Ah, I see. Well, in the winter we are always in the south. And in the summer we go north.
And over again, like that?
What do you mean over and over? There is the East Road and the West Road too, right?
Wait, you really don't know where you'll be next week?
You guessed it, Gajo. We do not know, and we do not want to know. God always takes care of his children.
How do you get along with the locals?
It's always different. Sometimes the women folk could kiss my feet when I cured their pains. And sometimes they are more likely to burn me at the stake just for being different.
And what makes you nomads different?
You know, Gajo, nothing and everything. We live our lives as if each day could be the last. That is all. Try it. And you will see every sunrise like it is the first time again.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke Penja. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only Him and good folks.
How do you know when it's black magic?
Simple. Black magic is only used for the selfish benefit of fools who think only of themselves.
And is there another kind of magic?
Oh, Devla Miro, of course. The good kind that helps and comes from God.
And is it true? Do the spells really work?
So hincha chipen andro chipen. If you have faith, then it will work.
Why do you travel the world? Why don't you settle down?
And why do you not settle down? Instead of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, Gajo.
Oh, that's different. I'm serving my lord.
While we have no master, just the sun and God above us, and the grass beneath our feet. So hincha chipen andro chivipen.
Tell me something about the Roma. I realize I don't know anything about your people.
What can I say? We are people and Christians, just like you. The only difference between us is that we live on the road, while you are cooped up in the same cottage from cradle to grave. It is a free life for free people, though it is true we often have to move on, because we are driven out.
What can you tell me about your husband, the voivod?
May cholera strike him down, the scoundrel. The last thing I needed was a man like him. But I did not have any better ones at the shop.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like I always say, the best baroshero under the sun. But his stubbornness will be the end of me one day. Te aves baktalo, more. Kai Jasmore.
Hail Mary. Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
Can you show me how you pull off some of your feats of strength?
I don't know. You mean you don't know how to hand out slaps? Or just how to follow one up?
Well, I'm not a complete beginner. And I'm not as interested in slaps as I am in swordsmanship and wrestling.
Ah, I see. I could help with that. I wouldn't want to beat a dead horse, after all. You know what I mean, right?
I understand. I'll try not to disappoint you. And I'd be grateful if you'd make time for me, Master.
Of course I'll show you what I know. But you can't be stingy, my friend.
I understand. Don't worry. I'll pay you.
I'd be happy to show you a few tricks, but not without a bit of money.
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Shall we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around.
Ah!
Why didn't you follow through?
Ah!
See? That's the way. Again. Well done. Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally, left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more.
Ugh.
Come on, keep going! Wrong. You have to make 3 attacks in quick succession.
Ah.
Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Stop dawdling and attack! I said 3 attacks in a row. Come on, keep going! Don't pause! Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Why didn't you follow through? Why didn't you finish?
Ugh. Ah. Ah.
Come on, keep going! Don't pause! Why didn't you follow through? Why didn't you finish?
Ah.
Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Nice! Now do it again! Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Well done! That's that, then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meisterhau. Also known as the Master Strike.
How about someone else?
I'm sure I'm not the only swordsman around who could teach you something.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight. Because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Excuse me.
I challenge you to a duel.
This won't do. I'll chop you to bits at this rate. Put some armor on.
Will you teach me another swordsmanship trick?
Certainly. But you better not talk about it like that. I mean, between you and me you can. But the Grand Masters make a big show about calling it swordsmanship technique.
I understand. So technique, eh?
Aye, aye. These days, people put their faith into all kinds of shite. And as far as dueling is concerned, it's currently fashionable to give everything German names.
German?
Aye, it's all Mittelhau, Kurzhau, and who knows what else. Who can make heads or tails of it? I simply know how to fight, how to win, and don't give a rat's ass about German.
Excellent. That sounds good. Let's get started.
Why not? If you have a bit of time, I can teach you something. It occurred to me that a thrust with a sword to the leg of that poor lug you're fighting is pretty simple, but bloody effective. It'd be my pleasure to teach you that.
Aye, that sounds good. I'd love to learn it as soon as I have something to pay you with.
You can make a thrust to the knee with any sword, even if you have a shield.
Take care then, and thanks for nothing.
Te aves bacalhau. I apologize. Tanamistes, Sarnila.
Comets Benyaye. Don't like anything, eh? A shame.
Lacho dives.
Shalom Aleichem.
Da vistes, da vistes. Te aveți bahtalo, Romea. La ce žives, gačo?
Nice scarf. Must have belonged to Marika.
Greetings!
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field.
I've seen those.
That we found someone. I've been digging up bodies ever since, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting.
Servus, Sartoketal.
I should eat something.
Go away. Lepes ke guba de la brishint. Alikera. Go away.
Good.
Kai just more.
Christ.
Kai just goro. Soro des.
What do you know about Marika's disappearance?
I don't know what to think about it. I've got plenty to worry about myself. Udbach tesas tipen.
I feel quite hungry. I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Good morning, lad.
What do you know about Marika's disappearance?
That's the Voivod's business. I don't want to talk about it. Farewell, my
so
friend.
hungry I could eat a horse.
Kurva! You won't come here making trouble, fella.
You know what? No. You so much as try and get the guards, and I'll slice you up into a bloody pile before you take the first step.
Ha! You think I'm afraid of you, fucker? I'm in the right here. And if you try to hurt me, the guards will haul you off and deal with you.
I'll gladly pay, but I honestly can't afford it. Sorry.
You got no coin? I might have known.
Piss off.
All right, I've had enough of this. Show your stuff!
God be with you. What would you like?
I challenge you to a duel.
This won't do. I'll chop you to bits at this rate. Put some armor on.
Kaj Jasmore.
Nice scarf. Must have belonged to Marika.
I apologize.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
You don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Ha! Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Well, anyone can slit throats if they have the stomach for it. But a real fight, with iron in hand, now that's something else entirely.
And? You think I'm afraid of you?
Well, maybe you should be. I may have lost everything, but I can still beat the shit out of you with what I've got to hand.
But I was just joking. I wasn't serious. I'd better be on my way.
If we ever meet again, you won't be leaving on your feet. Before we part ways, have you seen a dog?
A dog? No, I haven't. But when I'm out at night, laying in wet, looking for work,
I often hear wolves howling by the rocks near the pond.
Dead. And robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. But there's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Will you help an old woman, young man?
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
There's all sorts of folk around, and the roads can be dangerous. That's true enough.
It's folk that are dangerous, lad.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Pavlena is young, and well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, well, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl, and pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Troskovitz. You should start looking there.
All right. I'll ask around there for her.
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
I'm looking for Marika, and I heard you know her.
I do. I know her quite well, in fact. But what do you want from her?
She's lost, and I'm trying to find her.
Henry, I think you'd best leave her alone.
Why? If she's in danger, I can help her.
Marika was here with her lover, but he was in rough shape. Blood everywhere.
What? Her lover? What happened?
Aye, with Bohush from Samin. Poor girl, she was terribly afraid of something. I begged them to stay here, said they were in no danger here. But nothing came of it. I went to pick some herbs, and when I came back, they were gone.
Do you know who she was so afraid of?
Everyone, as far as I know. Her own family and the people of Samin.
How come?
Most didn't approve of her relationship with Bahush. Both families took it as an affront to their honor. But that's all I know.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
Marika told me a few times about a cave chamber in Apollonia, but I've never been there myself.
In Apollonia? That's a long way to go.
At least you can see how scared she was to stay here. I fixed Bahush up the best I could. I hope they made it.
Do you know where exactly it is?
I do. You start from Trotsky and go in the direction... where the woodcutters cleared the biggest gap in the forest. The entrance should be somewhere on the right side of the valley. There should be one little rock wedged between two big ones. I remember that, because Marika told me that she sometimes feels just as small, like she's stuck between two big worlds.
Thank you. I'll try to find her there. Thank you. I think that's all I need. Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. Thank you. I think that's all I need.
Take care.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? She's got unfinished work here. Like she got up and went straight out. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her.
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off. Take care, my friend.
ticking, you piece of shit!
Greeting.
I had a look in Pavlena's.
And? Did you find any?
She didn't pack up her stuff.
I told you, didn't I?
I found a cap there.
You're saying she had some... I'm sure...
Don't know.
Could she have?
She's got unfinished.
Aye, We've got Pavlen.
Do you know what?
Sadly, I don't. Marika was... well...
All right.
It was good to see you, my friend.
You fight like an old hag!
Nem kellett volna beleütnöd az orrodat. A picsába! Csak nem vérzel, faszfej! Te faszfej! Alig állsz a lábadon, te szaros! Ja!
I had a look in
And?
She didn't.
I
found.
I'd sure.
I don't know.
Could she?
She's got.
We've Pavlena.
Do you know what?
Well.
All right.
Take care.
About time. I'm glad you came. I was...
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit!
I'll hack your rock! Hey, swing your feet.
Fuck you, whoreson!
Take that!
Yeah!
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
God be with you.
Huh? You shouldn't bother us.
Greetings. You look awful, lad.
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
Do you, want to report a crime?
Not yet. But something might have happened to her.
Well, might ain't good enough. Come back when you know something's happened, otherwise stop pestering me. Farewell. Take a bath.
What do you want? You look terrible.
I'm looking for a young girl who's gone missing. Her name is Pavlena, and she sells baskets here sometimes. Do you know anything about her?
Pavlena. Pavlena? Aye, isn't she the girl who hangs out with the woodcutters? You should ask them. Their foreman, Dushko, has a cottage not far from the tailor's, a bit further from the green. Farewell, and wash up a bit so you don't scare.
The cheek on you! Oh. The cheek on you! The cheek on you! The cheek on you!
Mighty. You shouldn't be bothering us here.
I suppose it was nothing. I must be mad. I suppose it was nothing.
Yeah, real funny.
God be with you.
Never mind. Like an invisible something.
Vagabond.
God rest his soul.
And get this, Miloboshka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did.
Greetings to you.
I'm looking for a young girl named Pavlena. She's missing. She was supposed to be selling baskets here. Do you know anything about her?
I don't know, no, Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon.
I feel quite hungry.
Someone bumped him off and didn't... even rob him.
That makes you ill. You idiot. You've been hanging around with Mila Kreisel again, haven't you? What if I have? Maybe a bit odd. Everything he says is true. Other than he told me to give the cow dark ale.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Zhelyov who sells baskets here sometimes.
Isn't that girl what was chased out of here with her ma years ago? There was a lot of talk about that here. But no, I ain't seen her. See you later.
could such a thing happen?
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
How come he's buried there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
Old hag? Who are you talking about?
The midwife, Bozhena. My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bozhena! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhena came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhena's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
So you still blame her for it?
And why shouldn't I? I haven't told you the half of it yet. I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right, like when it looks bad for the child, see? And you know what Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing. She was my wife, so I'm sure you understand. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times.
I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhena's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe...
I'd like to ask you more about your son.
Ask away.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows...
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, God...
My pa was a blacksmith. He taught me his trade since I was little. He wasn't my father by blood, but he took me as his own from the day I was...
Really? What kind of man?
An honourable man. Blood isn't everything. You know yourself. You'll find husbands for your daughters, and one day your livelihood will pass on to your grandchildren.
I suppose you're right.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks.
See you later.
Lacho dziwes gacio.
Kaj Jazgoro, Balsostejal.
What do you know about Marika's disappearance?
I don't know what to think about it. I've got plenty to worry about myself. Teaves Bachtalo, Lachirat. Laches, Palikera.
Wait!
Oh, Devlamiro! What are you doing here, you scoundrel?
What are you doing creeping about in the dark, eh?
Servus, Sartukejal.
I've got a horse for you here.
I have got work to do. Come back later. You can find me by the pennant as always. Teaves Bachtalo.
Kaj Jazgoro, Sorodes.
I went to the herbalist and asked...
Well, what did the old...
Not exactly. but she told me some other interesting things.
Ah, that Hellcat. She tried to trick you because I know Sashga as well. Puh.
But
Do not get distracted.
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Ah, Sarjives Gor.
What do you have for sale?
Maybe next time then.
What? Kurva! You won't come here making trouble, fella.
I apologize. I must have made some mistake. But surely you'll gladly forgive someone of my standing, won't you?
All right. No doubt it'll come in handy one day to be in your good books. So run along. But don't try anything like that again.
Servus. Sartugeja.
God be with you. What would you like?
I challenge you to a duel.
Good. Come and join me in the arena.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. Fuck you! Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me to teach you the Master Strike.
Lacho dives. God.
God be with you. What would you like?
I challenge you to a duel.
Good. Come and join me in the arena.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. Now that's what I call an opener! Useless! Sorry, lad.
Lots of these.
Greetings. What brings you here so...
I challenge you.
Good.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. Go fuck yourself! Sorry, lad, but...
Lots of divas. God.
God be with you. What would you like?
I challenge you.
Good.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. Now that's what I call an opener! Fuck you! lad.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. Useless!
You can't take me!
We'll see about that! Ha ha! Sorry, lad.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Ha ha! That's what I call an opener! Surprise? Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me to teach you the master's...
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. You! Sorry, lad.
Shall we begin?
Let's be... Fuck you! Now that's what I call an opener! Surprised? Oh, Christ! Sorry, lad.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. Fuck you! Sorry, lad. It's too...
Shall we begin?
Let's be... Christ! I'm hit! Go fuck yourself! Sorry, lad, but it's too...
Shall we begin?
Let's... You won't get me! Fuck you! Now that's what I call an opener! Watch! Sorry, lad.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Fuck you! Sorry, lad, but it's too soon.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Sorry, lad.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin.
You're no match for me!
Cut the bullshit and fight! Now that's what I call an opener! Take that, you shit!
You've no chance against me!
Shut up! Sorry, lad.
Shall we begin?
Let's... No, you don't. Fuck you! Now that's what I call an opener! Now you're in trouble! Sorry, lad, but it's too...
Shall we begin?
Let's be... Ha ha! Useless! Fuck yourself! Now you're in trouble! Sorry, lad, but it's too...